Multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousness. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh, good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brayley's Virtual Tour Live. A little bit of a late night edition. I did tell y'all that I was going to be out today helping out a friend. I try to always come through for the people that deserve it. You know what I mean? So, took a little me time out today, but I did promise y'all 2 shows, and you guys are going to get 2 shows today. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this evening. Larsa Pippen, she is back on The Real Housewives of, I think it was Miami, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a new season, and she has revealed something about Marcus Jordan that we'll get into. There is a trend happening around prom season with parents. We'll talk about it. I don't know how I feel about this, so I need y'all help. Then we're going to check out a report about Europeans and Black people. Y'all, this was beyond out there, and I was flabbergasted. I really was. Then we're going to talk about a new feature that YouTube could be doing for mature content. Yes, we'll talk about that. You guys know we always keep up with the creator economy on this channel. There's a phone company called Oneplus. They have a brand new cell phone that it's not coming to the U.S., but we'll talk about that. NBC Universal, they did some layoffs as Spinco is formed. That is the company with the E Network, USA Network, the tennis channel, everything in between. And then Marriott Hotels bought Citizen M Hotels. For how much money? We'll talk about that as well. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. So we do have a lot to talk about this evening. Hopefully your day went well. All right, so here we go here. So this is from The Real Housewives of Miami. This is the season 7 trailer here. So here we go.
Flamenco is more than a dance. It speaks to our soul, our alma. Flamenco is passion, love, and anger.
I love you.
It fits like a glove. He was sending really threatening text messages at the end.
Alexi Astrid Pola, I love you.
Oh my God.
I got home. Todd's gone. He's gone. What are you happy anymore? Group hug.
Island huggers.
Oh God. This season on The Real Housewives of Miami.
Te vamos a hablar hoy. You're like our little monkey.
Me and Booby are official. Come on! Wait, she have one eye.
Why does she look like a pirate? Sevilla, here we come. I am walking one of the biggest fashion weeks in the world.
Oh,
looks like I still got it.
Welcome to Marbella!
The most epic cruise ever.
The king of bad bitch, honey.
That's Virgin Voyages. I'm sure they have a good time.
Here she is. I'm excited to meet Stephanie. Out of all the people that could have joined the group, the fact that she actually dated Anthony. There have to be some similarities if the same man liked us both.
She's petite, you petite. She got a plane, you got a plane.
Mine's kind of big. We're not even expanded our family.
We need to plan for our next procedure.
Do we keep doing this over and over and over?
The Alexia with Todd.
You're like our little monkey.
Alexia with Todd is not a good Alexia.
Do you think there's anything that will help Alexia get over time?
New D.
I feel like people take advantage of me. And then you came into my life and that stopped and people are mad about it.
He's on all of our business calls.
Maybe he's our manager.
He's a social climber.
What about you and Gertie? She's not my safe space anymore.
You're a snake. You're a nasty snake.
You're a liar. Who do you think you are? Stephanie showed your eye. Bitch, I'm Alexia Napola. ¡Oh! ¡I'm Alexia! ¡Cállate la boca ya! ¡Te me tienes hasta aquí!
Flamenco is life, is vida.
Catch the new season of The Real Housewives of Miami, June 11th on Bravo and streaming on Peacock.
Alexia with.
Okay, then. Well, what do I have to say about that trailer? Looks interesting. Bravo, it definitely looks interesting for sure. What were the text messages? That would be my question at the beginning and end of the day. What were the text messages? Because as you guys know, Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan got a lot of flack for, being, Michael Jordan's son, because, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were not getting along at the time. I don't know if they are still getting along, but yeah, that was a very interesting relationship. So we'll see what happens starting June 11th there on Bravo with the Real Housewives of Miami. Very, very interesting there. All right. More Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Now, y'all, I need y'all help with this one. I truly, truly need y'all help with this one. Look at this. From the Jasmine brand as well. Is it inappropriate to get your kids hotel rooms for after prom? Y'all, I don't know what y'all are doing out here, okay? Listen, it says prom season is here, and so is the internet drama about after prom plans, okay? I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. A viral post on Twitter has sparked a major debate after a user suggested it is inappropriate for parents to book hotel rooms for their kids after prom night. The comment struck a nerve, and now the timeline is split. Some users chimed in with their own stories, saying that they were allowed to stay at a hotel was nothing more than a fun to hang out with friends, no sneaky business involved. Others strongly disagreed. Others, however, rather strongly disagreed. One user even joked that their village and origin story began in an after-prom hotel room, with others agreeing that the setup can easily lead to risky or inappropriate behavior. So what do you think? Are hotel rooms after prom a harmless tradition or set up for trouble? I don't like this. I just think that this is just, what the hell is wrong with y'all? I just don't know. My parents never did this for my prom. They didn't do it for my sister's prom. I don't think any parent should get their kids' hotel room after prom. Like, hey, you know what? Listen, our daughter did what she did in this particular room, or our son did what he did in this particular room. Let's go book it after prom. No, you don't do that shit. Oh my God. I saw this. I'm just like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way in flying hell that this is happening. So let's look at the comments here. All the African, Haitian, and Jamaican parents have left the chat. My parents were never. I went to Waffle House and IHOP, a parking lot, pimped out with friends. I came home to my dad, who moved to bed in his man cave, so that when I came in the house, he could see up the stairs while laying down. Wow, parents are really doing that. That's acceptable. It was a no for me, and will be a no for my kids. That's nothing new. A bunch of my friends got rooms after prom, but it was for partying, class of 06. We didn't get a hotel room, but we were definitely at my friend's house afterwards and had a co-ed sleep over. Her parents were right down the hall. All we did was talk, be goofy until everyone fell asleep. It's very inappropriate. It's where I would never. TF. I will not, but I know that was common when I was a teen. I had a bunch of friends. I had a bunch of my friends, but my mom was next door, not on my dime. Yeah, I don't think you should get your kids hotel rooms after prom. I think that's just no. To get your kids rooms after prom, or to even get their hotel room. That's the way I looked at it first. Either way, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay. Oh my Lord Jesus. Let's roll on, y'all, because we do have more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. From blacknews.com, one of our great sources here on Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Most Europeans have dark skin. This was very interesting. Recent research suggests that dark skin was the norm for most of Europe's history, with lighter skin becoming, becoming more common only in the last 1,700 years. Experts from the University of Ferna in Italy discovered that until around this time, pale skin was relatively rare across the continent. According to the Daily Mail, researchers studied DNA from 348 ancient individuals who lived across Europe over the last 45,000 years. Their findings revealed that almost all early Europeans had dark skin. Pale skin first appeared in Sweden during the Mesozoic period around 14,000 years ago, but it stayed rare for thousands of years. The shift to lighter skin tones was slow and uneven during the Copper and Bronze ages. Really? Are you serious? Are we really doing the ages based on skin color? I cannot. Wow. Roughly 7,000 to 3,000 years ago, respectively, light pigmentation gradually increased, but darker skin remained dominant in most areas. By the Iron Age, which is 3,000 to 1,700 years ago, light and dark skin became equally common in northern Central Europe. However, darker skin tones were still widespread in parts of southern and eastern Europe, including Italy, Spain, and Russia. The data also showed how skin tones varied by region and time. In the Neolithic period, around 8,000 BC before Christ, 85% of people had dark skin. By the Bronze Age, there was a mix. Some had light skin, others dark, and many had an in-between tone. In France, dark skin dominated early on, but by the Bronze Age, pale skin had become common. Scientists believe that this shift is linked to climate. As humans moved into areas with less sunlight, lighter skin helped them absorb more UV rays to produce vitamin D. In contrast, darker skin provided better protection against sun damage in high ultraviolet regions. I thought that this was an interesting report, because we always hear about how Europeans are white, this, that, and the third. But the fact that most Europeans had dark skin means that, guess what? Black people were in Europe, that Black people had Europe, right? So very, very interesting article here. I saw this and thought, why not bring it to y'all? I always try to bring you guys stories that you may not hear about. Of course, you know, we cover what the majority of the culture is talking about outside. We cover what the minority of the culture is talking about inside. And then we try to navigate the best way we can about how both sides talk about in the middle of the public square of social media. So there you go there. So found that story really interesting, that most Europeans originally had dark skin. New DNA study reveals. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. More Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. From The Verge, YouTube is testing blurred thumbnails for mature content. The experimental feature is being tested as a safe way to provide a safer search experience for all users. So this is what YouTube users will see for certain search query results, which I find very interesting. Here we go. Let's get into it. YouTube has announced a new experimental feature that is aimed at providing safer search experiences for all users. The service will begin blurring the thumbnails and search results for some inquiries that frequently include sexual themes, according to a recent update in the community section of YouTube's Help Center website. The feature is currently being rolled out to a small percentage of viewers. There are no specifics about what sexual themes may trigger a search to return a list of videos with blurred thumbnails, but YouTube says the video's title, channel name, and subscription will remain visible. Viewers will also have the option to unblur thumbnails. The goal of the limited test rollout is to understand whether this type of feature helps users avoid accidentally viewing content that follows YouTube community guidelines but may be sensitive in nature. But unlike Safe Search that can both blur and filter out results on Google search engine, YouTube's new experimental feature won't omit results. In its current form, it is instead designed to provide extra protection that prevents younger or unsuspecting users from immediately being presented with content that may be inappropriate. You know what? I'm not mad at this, because I do think for, some content that may be of sexual health or maybe of true crime or any genre of an adult energy, I do think that this is very helpful, right? And not to mention too, it also helps content creators as well, because what you don't want to do is pull up something that is of mature content that you get a strike violation, even though you were trying to be educational about. So I do think that this feature right here is really, really a good feature for sure. So yes, indeed. As the fireworks are going off behind us here on Bradley's Virtual Report Live, we're going to take, I always love that energy there, a little bit of magic on a Wednesday night for you all. We're going to take a little commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about Oneplus. There is a new cell phone that will not be coming to the U.S., but we're going to get into it because I do believe it could come to the U.S. somehow. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about NBC Universal laying off some employees as they get ready for spinco to form. And not to mention, Marriott Hotels bought Citizen M Hotels. For how much? We'll get into it. And believe me, it was for a whole lot of money. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're back right after this.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
For Ramirez, Wingstop's triple meal deal. 6 classics, 6 boneless, and 2 tenders with 2 dips and a large fry for just $17.99. Get yours delivered today at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City. And this is what we do.
Beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey.
I'm loving it.
Loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brain Lee's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. We kicked off the show with Larsa Pippen talking about that Marcus Joyce sent some really extreme text messages towards the end of their relationship. And the new season of The Real Housewives of Miami will be premiering on Bravo on June 11th. So tune in for that. Then we talked about prom season and should parents get the kids' hotel rooms after prom or get their kids' rooms after the kids have been in them. I think I might have misinterpreted that, but either way, either energy is a no-go for me, okay? Then we talked about how Europeans mostly had dark skin way back in the day. And this feature right here is a, blurred thumbnail. So YouTube is testing this to see if mature content could be blurred. So that way, people can have the choice whether to view it or not. So it's being tested in small increments to content creators and to subscribers as well, rather. All right, y'all. More Brain Lee's virtual tour live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Here we go. From TheVerge.com once again. Yes, indeed. OnePlus won't sell the 13T in the United States or Europe, so no small phone for us. If you were hoping to get your hands on the compact phone OnePlus China launched in China last week, you're going to have your work cut out for you. OnePlus spokespeople rather have confirmed to The Verge that the 13T will not be sold in Europe or North America. That leaves our OnePlus options limited to big phone and big phone. The 13T isn't strictly limited to China. It will be sold in India as the 13S. That gave us hope for its release, but OnePlus quickly dashed it. Selena Shai, OnePlus Europe's chief marketing officer, told my colleague Dominique Pearson over email that currently we have no plans to launch the OnePlus 13S in Europe. That being said, we have put the interest in the product from our European users. We'll keep that in mind as we make product launch decisions going forward. OnePlus North America's head of marketing, Spencer Blank, gave me the same statement, but with the United States, Canada swapped in the place of Europe. Before we start screaming to the boy about how a phone with a 6.3 inch screen isn't small, please know I hear you, I see you. But that's what passes for a small phone these days. The 13T comes with a 6.3 inch screen that's decidedly smaller than what you'll find on the OnePlus 13 and 13R, which both offer screens around 6.8 inches. The 13T also manages to squeeze in a battery with a higher capacity than the sibling, which is a neat trick thanks to its updated silicon carbon technology. Smaller, but with potential better battery life that's awfully compelling, and all the more reason why it's a shame we won't get this phone stateside. So, I was about to pull up the comments here. Let's see what the comments are. So, yes, indeed. It looks like most of the comments is wishing that they could have this phone now. Of course, I pulled this up from GSM Marina. This is a very good website if you're looking for any new phone. So as you can see here, it has the GSM, so Global Satellite. I think that's Global Satellite, right? Global Satellite Mobile, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So here it is here. So you have Nano SIM and the eSIM. So you can have two SIM cards. So one for domestic and one for international if you're an international traveler. Excuse me. So no memory card slot, but you can get 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, and then 1 terabyte. So that's like 1 terabyte is like top tier for storage. Main cameras, you have a 50 megapixel camera on the front and the back, 4K video, Dolby Vision, high definition sound. You have a selfie camera, 16 megapixels, loudspeaker, yes, with stereo speakers, 3.5 millimeter jack. Now, there are headphones that are moving away from the jack because they want you to get wireless headphones, but there's nothing like putting in a pair of earbuds in your ear and just walking down the street listening to music. So an ear jack will always be essential for me. Near field communication, where you can like head for Wi-Fi 802.11. That is usually the wireless connection that you need for technology. USB Type-C. So Type-C is traditionally the way to go. And there's a 5-watt reverse wired charging cord. But you can also get like a 10-watt charging cord. So there are fast charging cords all over the place. Now, I do believe that this phone right here, I believe that this phone could come to I don't know if you guys know about this company that I'm about to show you guys, but they are called Helium Mobile. So this is the only carrier that offers a free cell phone plan. That's right, absolutely free. Absolutely free. So here are the plans here. So if you get the 0 plan, you get 3 gigabytes of free data or data, 100 minutes voice, and 300 texts, right? So that's the 0 plan. If you get the Air plan, you get 10 gigabytes of data or data, unlimited calls. Perfect plan for 85% of Americans, only $15 a month. And then Infinity, right, is unlimited data or data, unlimited voice and text, only $30 a month. So they do not have a phone. You can bring your own phone, but I do believe that Oneplus could bring this phone to Helium Mobile, and that would be a double blessing for them, because for one, if Helium Mobile is the only place you can get the phone, then guess what? You're going to go get the phone. And then you can get that phone and turn on Verizon and everywhere else. But also, too, that can be Helium Mobile's, flagship phone. So if you want a phone with Helium Mobile on it, then there you go. So that's just my thought on that there. All right, y'all. More Brainley's Virtual Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. From Deadline.com, NBC Universal starts new round of layoffs as spinco begins to take shape. This is an exclusive from NBC Universal. NBC Universal recently went through two major changes: the spinoff of a new standalone company that will house cable networks such as Sci-Fi, Oxygen, USA Network, along with Fandango, the Tennis Channel, Sports Engine. I think I said Fandango already. Yes, I think those. Now, Bravo is still staying with the NBC Universal family, of course. And a restructure that saw new growth from top executives included Perlina Icobrowe and Francis Berwick. Deadline understands that the Comcast-owned company is now starting a process of layoffs tied to these moves. We are hearing that a few dozen employees across NBC Universal's television and streaming business are being let go. Insiders tell Deadline that these cuts are more surgical compared to previous cuts. This covers NBC, cable networks, Peacock, as well as on the studio side, although it's largely focused on marketing and communications, as well as some more junior folk in certain areas of programming. I almost got to mention that MSNBC and CNBC will also be a part of spinco. I have thoughts on this, as I often do have thoughts on many things, but we'll get to that here in a minute. It was always expected that a number of NBC Universal executives who worked across multiple cable networks and streaming service Peacock would part with spinco movement. Deadline understands that people who were moving to spinco from NBC Universal were informed earlier this week. These cuts are now being made. Following that, earlier this year, spinco named Val Borland, who was the executive vice president and head of content acquisitions, TV and streaming for NBC Universal, as its president of entertainment. These networks may not get, which may well get their own heads of originals working for Borland. Don't greenlight as many originals as NBC, Peacock, or Bravo, which are also obviously remaining with NBC Universal. There are still plenty of original series across Sci-Fi, USA Network, in particular, such as House of Villains and Botched or the E. Oxygen orders a raft of true crime content such as Cold Justice, produced by Dick Wolf, the creator of Law & Order, Deadly Wars with Captain Lee, and the long-running series Snapped. Following a previous restructure, many of its top executives bought and developed programming across NBC's cable networks and Peacock. But the move in January by Donna Langley, chairman NBC Universal Entertainment, January, to make Perlina Icobrowe chairman Television Studios and NBC Entertainment Peacock Scripted, and Francis Berwick, chairman Bravo and Peacock Unscripted, cleared some of this up. It also led to the departure of the likes of Peacock President Kelly Campbell, Corey Henson, who was executive vice president, unscripted content, competition, game shows, NBC Universal Entertainment. So I have many thoughts on this. For one, unscripted content, competition, and game shows, you need an executive vice president for that, because that is the cheapest model for content. It is more cheap, or it's cheaper to produce unscripted content than it is to produce a drama series, right? And also, too, this is what I'm not getting, right? So if that spun off all these other cable networks, why would you let go of marketing and communications? Those people are a very foundational point in a company that without them, there is no company. Nobody knows about your company. If nobody knows how your company moves and functions, and nobody knows how they can invest in it, then you have no company. So I just don't get that. That is flabbergasting to me. I feel like maybe there are some accountants that can go. Okay, just saying. I'm not saying accountants should leave. Nobody should lose their job, obviously, but market communications are very surprising to me. And then some people in programming, that's huge. Programming is still one of the top jobs in the media industry. 13 comments. There used to be good people there. That is BS about playing a program across cable nets. It is clear that their investment in long term in long term there is not the plan unless they start morphing, consolidating them into a new genre of sports, news, and events, as is, and it will be next in the next few years. It's a short-term play to squeeze still profitable revenue from them and turn them into something else. How much of Peacock was affected? It's always bad to get rid of junior when they do actual work. Warner Brothers will be next to Silver Spring office will cease to exist. They should close the office lease, but let the staff work from home. Thank you to this anonymous person for saying that. Makes sense. I heard Spinco is going to buy TLC and then completely dismantle that Silver Spring office. Are they going to buy TLC from Warner Bros. Discovery? That's an asset to Warner Bros. Discovery, but we'll see. I wonder if studios and exhibition would be more successful if they focus on their efforts on $30 to $50 million films and tentpoles rather than intellectual property. $30 to $50 million films used to be the theaters' bread and butter, and theaters were always packed because there was always something to see. Theaters are dead. They are, but I do believe they will be more for content theater. So, like the Oscars, the Grammys, the Tonys, the Emmy Awards, concerts, presidential debates. I do believe that theaters will be evolving to, screen more content. So, hey, you want to go to Cinemark to watch a presidential debate? Yeah, of course, as you guys know, Democrats will be on one side, Republicans on the other side, then independents in the middle. But still, I do think that theaters are evolving with content. And I know this to be true because AMC streamed or put in AMC theaters the Paris Olympics. NBC, there was a partnership. They were talking about that here on Virtual Tour Live, or at least Virtual Tour Live, that is. They need to focus on big intellectual property on theaters in hopes of getting a huge hit that will pay for all the misses. People don't want to see the mid-tier movies in theaters. They expect those to appear on streaming. Actually, they'll watch the blockbusters on streaming too, but at least the blockbusters have some hope, some box office as well. Otherwise, you might as well just stop releasing anything to theaters. Streaming, if they are not Netflix, but their first mover advantage or Apple with money to burn, they need to focus on using their intellectual property there too. Max has done well with this House of the Dragon, New Prophecy, and the Penguin. While successful, throw in some prestige drama to round it out. The Peacock is too little too late to make the cut. Max is probably safe. Paramount Plus depends on whether the Ellisons have some amazing trick up their sleeve. I wonder if studios and exhibition. Oh yeah, I already did that. SAG's about 25, fix up 26. You mean 2026 when the next SAG, WGA, DGA agreements renew again? Tape will cover more BS on the way soon. That is true. As you guys know, there was the Writers Guild strike and the actor strike. And that contract is temporary, so it will be lasting until 2026. So will there be another writer's strike? Will content creators finally get a chance to get into Hollywood? Because you would think after the strike that happened that there would have been an open casting call for new shows, new talent. Just saying to Hollywood there. But yes, indeed. And finally, y'all, finally. Don't know if you guys know about this, but this is from Hotel Dive here, a great site for anything hotel news, also Marketing Dive as well. It's a family of websites. Marriott International to acquire Citizen M for $355 million. Yes, $355 million. The move is set to bolster Marriott's global expansion into the select service lifestyle segment as 36 open hotels join the company's portfolio. So this is a Citizen M hotel in Milano Park, California. So they comprise of 36 open hotels and 3 more under construction. Marriott International will acquire the Netherlands-based Citizen M hotel brand for $355 million. The company announced Monday the acquisition is intended to accelerate Marriott's global expansion in the select service and lifestyle logic segments. According to the company, once approved by regulators, the company will add 36 select service lifestyle hotels in the United States, Europe, and Asia Pacific to Marriott's portfolio, as well as 3 under construction hotels when they open 2026. In a statement, Marriott CEO Anthony Caperno calls this a unique differentiator differentiated offering to our select service brand portfolio as we continue to strengthen Marriott's foothold in this valuable market segment around the world, adding that Marriott has a proven track record for significantly growing acquired brands. Marriott will acquire the Citizen M brand and related intellectual property after the acquisition closes. The Citizen M portfolio will be a part of Marriott system and subject to long-term franchise agreements with Marriott. Citizen M will continue to own its real estate, operate the hotels. Marriott projects stabilize fees for the open construction hotels. It will be approximately $30 million annually. This relationship will allow us to work together to maximize returns, said Citizen M CEO Leonard Chong. In a statement, we look forward to the prospect of many additional Citizen properties and destinations around the world. Founded in 2008, Citizen M is known for its focus on art and design, its tech-savvy in-hotel experience, and highly efficient use of space according to Marriott. The hotel chain caters to value-conscious travelers with tech-driven accommodations, indoor, outdoor common spaces, and rooftop decks, collaborative work areas and meeting zones, and grab-and-go food and beverage options per Marriott. Assuming the transaction closes in 2025, Marriott now expects full year 2025 net rooms growth to approach 5%. According to the announcement, Marriott did not immediately respond to a hotel.com request for comment. So let's look at a Citizen M hotel just to show you what this looks like here. This is kind of reminding me of Oyo Hotels or Yotels, YOTELs. They are more modern, more open concept, and they showcase more personality. I was thinking of a Loft Hotels from, I think it's IHG, but it's more about music and culture and just a frequency of vitality. So here is Citizen M Boston North Station guest room. So we're going to browse hotels by city.
Step inside away from the commuters and take a moment to spot the details that highlight the hotel's themes. Living patterns, union of the crowd, made by the people and movement. Elements like this rug's dancing design, the tartan gorilla and the swirling neon faces salute these motifs. The traffic mirror by Dutch artist Willem de Haan is a nod to the busy crossroad near the station. Instead of lifeless lobbies with zero personality, every Citizen M has clean lines, bold colours and modern furniture. All our hotels are styled by Brick Studio, an acclaimed architecture and design firm. They invented our signature look, curated chaos, where art, books and local artifacts ingeniously pair with exquisite furniture by Swiss powerhouse, and our long-term collaborator, Vitra. With their help, you get to experience some of the world's most iconic furniture, like these Eames chairs right here in our living room. Our Eames chairs bookend We One, a multi-dimensional masterpiece by Chinese artist Zhang Bozhang. From a distance, it looks like Scottish tartan. Up close, it's a sea of people dressed in blue, black, white, or red, a human patchwork. It's a colourful vision of contemporary Chinese society and a nod to London's bustling crowds. Artwork like this enriches the home-from-home experience every Citizen M living room offers. Amsterdam-based architect firm and long-standing partner Concrete faced the challenge of bringing more natural light into this limited space. The result is an ambient communal area with a central four-sided bar and cosy reading nooks. Behind the bar is an iconic waved bench on a raised platform with accent lighting to accentuate its curves. Clear-story windows line the area.
That is amazing. Shout out to Citizen M. So as you can see here, 36 hotels in unbelievable locations. So they have 3 hotels in Amsterdam. Like I said, this is overseas, wherever they have. Austin, Boston, Chicago, Copenhagen, Geneva, Glasgow, Kuala Lumpur, London, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, Paris, Rome, Rotterdam, San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, Taipei, Washington, D.C., Zurich. So let's go to New York City. Okay, so here it is. Here you are. So this is the New York hotel here. So as you can see the room, that's the living room there. So now this is going to be a part of the portfolio. And I'm sure that there will be more Citizen M hotels in, Citizen Hotel in Little Rock, Arkansas, and Ohio. They're going to find urban metropolitan cities that the space is small, but they can maximize the value of the space. So I'm loving it. Oh, wait a minute. Buffet breakfast. Shout out to buffet breakfast. Yes, we love a good buffet breakfast here. And then, of course, the pad, the touch pad that controls over everything else, and a water refill station. So it seems like they really take care of you at Citizen M. And then a 24/7 gym. So how cool is that? Y'all, with that being said, that is our show. We're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be back with more right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now. I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus Media Station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls
R&B. J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
I'm loving it. I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back in the Brady Lee's Virtual Tour Live. We did that 55 minutes and 50 seconds. Not too bad. I don't think I've ever had a tour where I've done it for under an hour. Now, of course, the reason why our tours are long is because, you know, there's an audience here. I talk with y'all. Y'all talk with me. But also, too, hey, sometimes content is just content, too. So yes, indeed, I'm going to give y'all at least a full hour before I turn off my camera here. Then after that, we'll probably end at, 1 hour and 5 minutes, and then make it do what it do. But a great show tonight, a great show. 7 destinations for you all. So we, how many destinations did we do this morning? So we got 7 now. Hey, Nelson, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So we did 7 destinations. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 destinations, 15 hot topics in one show today. Or 15 hot topics in 2 shows today. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. That's what we do. That is what we do. Yes, indeed. So good times ahead. Oh, that is so cool. My rebrand master plan got 100 views. My Walt Disney World rebrand master plan got 100 views on YouTube. Thank you all so much for that. I really had a lot of fun creating that for you all. And listen, if Disney is smart, they will call me. And we'll begin to work on it right now. But, hey, listen, Disney has to care about itself for me to care about. You know what I mean? But hey, that's just me. So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Like I said, if you didn't see any new Beyond the Gates episodes, it's for the Champions League of Soccer. That is taking precedence over Beyond the Gates. But soon as it's back, you know, I will be back with videos. You know, I try to get you guys your Beyond the Gates as the fireworks are going off behind us there, ladies and gentlemen. I try to get your Beyond the Gates content up pretty much every day. Sometimes I have to take time off for me because I do believe we all should take time out for ourselves. I usually catch up with the content on Thursdays, get that up for y'all. So I gotta watch the episode. I watch the episode, take my notes, then go on StreamYard, make it do what it do, then upload it, all that stuff. I think the last one got 383 views. So thank you all so much for that. I saw Nikki News saying that she's been working so hard that she really appreciates the recaps. So that's why that's who I do it for. I do it for y'all because I truly believe that, you know, life is bigger than YouTube. And if we can be a resource, let's be a resource and not hindrance. Amen. Amen. So, but yes. Almost there to 1 full-fledged album. By the way, y'all, I said what I said about Kanye West. Kanye West is a very lost individual, and you know, him saying sorry, it's like him saying he's always been an adult, but yet his behavior shows different. So, if you're a Kanye fan, you're upset by that, go give that same energy to everybody else who feels about it, because I don't know if one person who's not like a Kanye West right now. Not one person. I don't know. And like I said, the crazy thing is, y'all would never defend that behavior from anybody you know in real life, but let alone y'all are defending it for somebody that would never piss on you if you were on fire. It's a term of phrase. Okay. So yes, indeed. So almost there to a full-fledged hour. Hey, 5 people, welcome in. Glad to have you all here. Yes, indeed. And with that being said, now 2 people, all good. With that being said, I'm gonna turn my camera next week. I'll show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Yes, we have indeed. What a show this evening. Yes, indeed. I was playing a little bit of my Nintendo Switch. I've been playing Disney Speedstorm game life. It's a fun game. You get to play like Wally and Milan and Mickey Mouse and all the characters. It's really fun. See, if Disney was smart, they would do Speedstorm e-gaming weekends at Disney World. But you know, Disney, they ain't that smart right now. Wish they would get a little bit smarter, but they need somebody like a Braylon Lee to save the day, obviously. But that's neither here nor there. Yep. So we'll kick it until 1 hour and 5 minutes. I'll give y'all the daily motivator, then we'll head on out. So, like I said, I think the story that really got to me today probably was the European story that most Europeans back in the day, they had dark skin. That was very surprising to me. I had no idea. It just goes to show you the history that we don't know. Like I said, YouTube trying out blurred thumbnails, I think that's a very good idea. So that way people can have, social autonomy to figure out what they want to do, with, their time, right? If they want to see mature content or not, I think that's a wonderful idea. So hopefully that will be happening to more subscribers and content creators as well. The Oneplus phone, I think it could come under Helium Mobile because Helium Mobile does not have a flagship phone. I think that'll be really good for them. And not to mention too, because it is a mobile cell phone company, that all you gotta do is download an app. That'll be very easy to install Helium Mobile on those phones for sure. NBC Universal doing some layoffs with marketing, communications, and programming. I think those are some stupid layoffs. Without programming and without marketing and communication, you do not have a platform. So NBC Universal, I hope you know what you're doing. And like I said, I've been trying to, ask people behind the scenes, is there going to be an Epic Universe live prime time? Is there going to be an Epic Universe live prime time grand opening special? To no avail, haven't heard anything. And I think it should be on TV because it's the first theme park that's opening up in Orlando, Florida in 25 years. So I do think NBC Universal should celebrate that for sure. Then, of course, Marriott buying Citizen M for $355 million. That's a lot of money. And, speaking of that, Disney, I'm surprised that, with regional entertainment, because they had like a Mickey's Kitchen, like as a fast food concept, and they had like Disney Quest and all this other stuff. I did a Disney Quest revival conversation. If Disney Quest could be the Dave and Buster's version, could be how did I say it? Disney Quest could be the Disney version of Dave and Buster's. That's why I meant. So you can check out that Disney Quest revive conversation on this channel. But also, too, why haven't y'all did just Disney hotels where people can just, stay at Disney hotel? You could theme the floors to different rooms and stuff like that. Now, I know some people would be like, well, Bray, that's what Disney World and Disneyland are for. True, but also, too, you could probably make a swimming pool theme to Disney. You can have like a Disney arcade and stuff, and that could be a local attraction for the city, right? But that's just me, though, child. That's just me. They had like Club Disney at one point in time as well. They tried to do regional entertainment, just haven't found the right formula as of yet. And then Prom, should you get your kids hotel rooms after Prom? No, you should not. I don't think so. Plus, not only that, you don't know what goes down at prom nowadays. Kids are not just bullies, but also too, kids have their own problems that your kids do not deserve to be going through. And also too, you should not get your kids' hotel room after they had their night. You should not book their room. That's no. And then Larsa Pippen saying that Marcus Jordan, right? Marcus Jordan sent some text messages that were not kind toward the end of their relationship. I mean, good damn, it was a relationship that should have never began. You know what I mean? That's just my take on it. But yes. But yep, like I said, I promised y'all 2 shows today. I helped out friends, so that's why I wasn't on at 6 o'clock. But I told y'all I was gonna get y'all 2 shows. And came through and made it do what it do as always. I really do like this background. Like, we have kept this background for Brainley's Virtual Tour Destination Roundup, which don't worry, I got the roundups download. I just gotta upload them, y'all. That's all I gotta do. But I think you guys would like those roundups. But yeah, we would have this background on. But when we did that Disney World Live, when I was just like, okay, yeah, we gotta bring this background over to the main show. But yep, so yes, indeed. I know I said I'll hang out till 105, but some extra people came in, and so we'll hang out now till 110, and then give y'all the daily alternate time, and then we'll head on out. We're a good show nonetheless. Yes, indeed. Yep, we are just chilling out. You see the destination roadmap there, and don't worry, y'all. I'll put extra tea on Marriott after the show there. So all good. Yes, indeed, everybody. Hey, 2 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chilling out till 110, and then we will head on out. Yes, indeed. Like I said, hopefully you guys had a wonderful day today. Yes, indeed. I had myself a good day today. I did. I definitely did. Sometimes it's important to take time out for yourself, you know, to reset, see a new perspective, and have a new energy moving forward in life. You know, it's nice. Very, very nice. 1 more minute, and then we'll do the daily motivator, and then head on out of here. Those gorgeous fireworks once again, ladies and gentlemen, there. almost there. While that's going to that, let me get the Daily Motivator up for you all here. Here we go, everybody. It is time for the Daily Motivator for Wednesday, April 3rd. April 30th, rather, 2025. Energy of hope. Yes, indeed. Hang on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Thinking is easy, acting is difficult, and to put one's thoughts into action is the most difficult thing in the world. John Wolfgang von Goethe. Absolutely, my friend. Here we go. Some Day Motivator for Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Energy of hope. Allow yourself to feel a hopeful energy that drives you to make a difference in your everyday moments. Put that energy into action. Life is not a static arrangement. It flows according to the priorities and commitments of those who live in it. What you do matters not only to yourself, but to many who exist far outside your awareness. You are connected in ways you know of, in ways you may eventually come to understand, and in ways you never realize. The exact mechanisms of those connections are not nearly as important as reminding yourself that they're always present. They always remain present and active. Every truthful word you speak, every good act you perform are multiplied through them. Some people operate under the false impression that they have much to gain by discouraging you. Avoid being entrapped yourself by such delusions while also steering clear of those who buy into them. Instead, seek the energy of hope, and you'll find it while also finds you. For goodness is not just a nice thing, it is at the heart of everything you love and care about. Ralph Walton. Energy of hope. You know, I had a conversation with my mom today, and it made me reflect very deeply on some things. Adulting is hard, y'all. It really is. You know, you see all the fun trips on Instagram. You see people having kids, get married, and all that type of stuff. But, you know, the day-to-day can be very difficult. And I was thinking to myself, like, how in the world do I keep going to find joy in this thing called life? And it's because people don't give up on their joy. I always say the reason why I don't give up on myself is because people haven't given up on me. So the first thing I'll tell you about the energy of hope is that sometimes that energy of hope may be from a difficult conversation that you'll have, but sometimes conversations that come from love create love. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I'll tell you is the exact mechanisms of those connections are not nearly as important as reminding yourself that they always remain present and active. I think that the mechanisms of those connections are important because you need to know who you are connected to, because not everybody is in your life as a blessing. Some people are in your life as a curse. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Hang on, let me go back. There we go. But I do think it's important to know the mechanism of those connections, because that determines your elevation, right? And then finally, some people operate under the false perception they have much to gain by discouraging you or trying to be mean to you. And what I've come to realize is whenever someone is trying to discourage you, that's just a reflection of who they are, and that they have had moments in time and experiences they have gone through. And there are areas of their life that are broken. And so because they can't deal with their brokenness, they will put their brokenness upon you. You are not their punching bag. You're not. They have that problem. You are not their solution. You are not their mental doctor to give them a diagnosis when they need to do the work to figure out what prescription they need for themselves. Let them go. Do you know why people love unpacking once they get somewhere for a trip? Because believe me, dragging that luggage through the airport was the hard part. The easy part is unpacking and getting to the fun of that energy of hope. So with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say more important special, because you are always one of blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but in the bit you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing, call yourself. It's nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me, and hopefully by spending time together, we're also to be great together. Always remember, you're radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that, hey, listen, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere as Black people. So culturally appreciate each other, right? Because the more we appreciate each other, the more we'll have a unity of community. Make sure the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for let's do it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you, I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, receive love, you gotta give it, or receive love, you gotta give it, or receive love, you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you have overcome, whatever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. Finally, y'all, it is about to be May. It's about to be summertime. Don't just let the rays fill you up with the warmth, but also go out and enjoy what can be the summer. I'm going to try to do that myself a little bit more than usual. It's funny. I truly believe that, there was a quote that said, if all your bills are paid, you are richer than most. I fully agree with that. But also, too, there's nothing wrong with wanting more. So if you want to do more, go do more. Life is too short. Okay. Commercial break and fireworks are coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. Good night, good night, good night to you all. I think the fireworks are about to go off here with this dynamic video. I think they are. We'll see here in just a minute. Yep, they are. Oh, look at that. Come on, baby. Look at that. Only here. Only here, only here, only here, only here. One love, much love, all love. Once again, I feel the love. Send it right back to you. Have a wonderful night. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good.
Welcome to Copeland's.
you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you were found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son.
Welcome to the celebration.
We all we got.
Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with joy.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.